Hello, everybody. My name is Patrick Chung, and I'm speaking live from Indian Cybersecurity Solutions. Today, we have two specialists of Android hackers. One is Vasant, and one is Bhagwan, who's going to speak live about how Android hacking is done as well as how to prevent it. They are both specialists from Indian Cybersecurity Solutions and have worked in various projects for the company. So, Mr. Bhagwan, would you please like to take the platform?
Yeah, hello all. My name is Bhagwan Bolina. I'm from ICSS and I'm working as a cybersecurity analyst here. So I'm pretty much interested in mobile security. So today we are talking about what are the security issues with the mobile and how we can protect our mobile from the latest threats and attacks. Okay, so let me go into the content. So I just wanted to tell a basic thing, a basic usage of a mobile has been diverse right now. We are using a particular mobile for multiple purpose. So that has been for that particular purpose itself, we are having a lot of mobile threats in the current world. Okay, initially we used to use a mobile for just calling and do some activities. Now it is actually used for storing and for multiple purposes. Okay, let's say texting and each and everything. So latest we have seen a mobile app called Clubhouse. Even that got breached. All the mobile numbers have been leaked into internet in a dark web. So the main purpose is when we are talking about a security, we have two things. That is when I'm talking about a physical security and a software security. Okay, now physical security in the sense you might think someone can actually brute force the machine and get into the machine actually. So it's not the exact case. So when it comes to the physical security, it was actually done in the olden days. Okay, when the mobile doesn't have a proper rate limit, or else if it doesn't have a limit for number of tries for a password. So people used to use a bot or else some external factor, third party device to brute force the passwords and try entering into the machine. So nowadays, what happened is, people made this architecture, in a secured way, so that it after a few attempts, just 3 or 5 attempts, your mobile will be, it won't allow you to enter for the next attempt for 30 seconds or 1 minute. So in this case, your physical security will be almost done. So there is no need of that. But when it comes to Android security, or else because we are talking about Android hacking, so when it comes to Android level security, so let's not talk about the latest Android, that is V12, which has, I think you have gone through the V12. If you talk about V12, we have a privacy dashboard in it. Now, though it's not here, let me tell you about what is a privacy dashboard. So privacy dashboard is nothing but, you'll be having a dashboard where it shows at what time what app is actually accessed. So you know how it helps. If people who are familiar with the Android hacking, they'll know what is the importance of it. So when people try to access your mobile from a backdoor or else remotely from somewhere else, because your mobile is connected to internet, so at that time, your privacy dashboard has certain feature that it helps you to analyze at what point of time your mobile apps have been accessed. Okay, and second important point is sensor control. Sensor control in the sense, see, if mobile, let's take this scenario. If at all your mobile is hacked, okay, by someone else or a third party, or else any attackers for a malicious purpose. So they need to access any of your sensors, right? Let's say it might be a camera, or it might be a mic, or it might be anything. Okay, so gyro, it might be anything. So the Android 12 has a latest feature that it will show you a sensor, whichever sensor is activated at that point, you'll be getting a symbol on the top of your mobile notch. Okay, so how it works, let's take you're using an application, any application. So if you're using it, it's going to show at the top that this particular application is accessing your camera. Okay, so you might see some malicious app from the Play Store or Google Chrome. So calculator app requires contact permission or else your camera permission, which is senseless, right? So your Android 12 will provide you that also. Like let's take any particular device that you're working on, or else app that you're working on. So it's gonna take your permission from the camera or else mic. So it's a very good feature. So if we talk about that kind of security, still we need to think about how to breach into that. I'll show you both offensive and how we can protect from such kind of things. But as of now, what I have planned is I just wanted to show you the latest V10. That is, I'm going to take a Samsung A50 mobile. I'm going to show you offensive security with that, and Vasant is going to show you how it can be automated. Okay. So let's take again. This might be an important one. If you wanted to tell me a case studies on it, there are a lot of case studies. What if your IMEI number got leaked? Okay, and how can a simple text from a victim, or else if I wanted to pivot a victim and send it to someone else. So let's say I just wanted to send a some phishing link in that particular SMS. If you people don't know that, if they click that, so definitely if your browser is outdated, you're using your outdated Android version, then saved passwords and some kind of things will be leaked from a phishing page. Okay. So now this is the important thing. When you're talking about mobile security, let's leave this physical security for time being. So there are 2 points. First point is, when you're talking about mobile security, it is important to know your app security, because your whole mobile will be running on the applications, right? So when you install a .apk file from the Google, that will be working as an app, or else when you download any app from the Google, it will be also an app, right? So it is important to consider your app security. And point number 2, a security from an Android kernel. Okay. Now let's take, if any malicious actor or this malicious hacker has injected some spyware or malware in all the Android upgrades. Okay, let's take an example. If someone is actually working upon a Samsung update, Android update, if he is sending that update to worldwide, okay, all the Samsung devices. So if someone injects some malicious code or else some malicious program in that particular software, so everyone will be affected who all are using that Samsung mobile. Okay, this is one kind of thing. And the second point, that first point that I have already told, app security. App security in the sense, let's talk about a Domino's or else MobiKwik. You can search right now. If you have a Google in front of you, just go and search a MobiKwik data breach, which is in a 2021, and a Domino's hack. Literally, people who ordered, how many pizzas are ordered, everything has been breached. So when it comes to endpoint security, we need to consider about these two things. One is kernel security, that is Android kernel, and the second one is app security. So we are pretty much interested in talking about app security, because kernel level needs your development of your exploits, because that need to be written, or else that code need to be written in such a way that it's compatible with the Android architecture. Okay. So, but today with the available things, what we can discuss about is pretty much about app security, securing your apps and securing yourself, getting data breached and all. Okay, getting to avoid data breach and all. So again, screen locks, lockout settings, GPS, remote wiping. So I told you, right, in Android V12 we have sensor control and all. So let's take, you're using your Google Maps, it's going to show you that you're using the location point. Okay, location access, there your app is accessing your location. So similarly, when it comes to V10 or V9, so we don't have that feature, right? Very few mobiles will, it's going to show you a location point on your top of your Android notch. So but what happens is, when I try to hack a real world devices, I might not get the current location, but I can get the past 24 hours, wherever the mobile has been, located. When, let's take, you'll be getting a recommendations, right? When you go outside for any hotel or any street, you'll be getting how was this particular hotel from the Google. I hope everyone have noticed that. So how it is happening? Basically, your Google is tracking everything. Wherever you go, whatever you do, everything is tracked by the Google. That's on point. So similarly, where the all information will be saved. So this is, again, everything will be saved in a Google dashboard. You can check it out there. Like, you can literally check in the past month where you have went on the exactly on the same time. Okay. So when I'm talking about GPS capabilities and storing, a victim's GPS location, it's pretty much easy once if a device got hacked. Okay. Now remote wiping is, which is an important one, because if attacker gets whole control of your Android devices, literally we can wipe the data, or else we can remotely install the data. Okay. Or else we can remotely not install the data, install the applications, which might be malicious applications. Okay. That's we're going to see today. So now application controls. I'm going to suggest you one thing. People who are downloading or else testing on the apps, people who are watching this video right now. So when you download any particular application on your Android device, so do make sure what kind of permissions is asked by the application. Okay. So why it is important? Because let's say if you're using some other third-party application, So it is actually accessing your camera or else some other thing. So what people see is whenever you try to analyze your application, you might see application usage time. That might be 3 hours or 2 hours. Let's take about Instagram. If I go to my settings and check out all the apps, so I'm gonna see your Instagram app has been it has been used for 2 hours, and you can see your data usage over there. Okay. So similarly, when you install any third-party applications, so that might be helpful to check out whichever permissions that are used by the application, and you can remove the permissions. That does not affect your installation process. Okay. So when it comes to, and again, encryption, authentication, geo tagging, okay, application whitelisting. So these are the again important things, guys. This all about previous Android versions. This might not be the case in the real world scenario right now. I recently and guys try to apply this concept for a application security, that is for apps. Okay, so when I'm talking about encryption, recently I have figured out a vulnerability in a company, that is I can't take the company name. So let's take about any third party ABC company which has their own application. So I tried to test that application. So this the impact is user password has been saved in such a way that they are using weak encryption. That means whenever you try to log in a particular application, so it's try to hash it, right? If you have a basic idea, so it's try to hash it. It actually it is hashing in a MD5. So I figured out if we can actually decode it, we can actually try to know the password of the user, right? And the one more important thing is people won't check the headers of the transmissions which are happening in the application than the web application. Okay, but it's a web application. People will see it is going on a HTTP or HTTPS. But when it comes to an Android, even they work upon the same thing. Okay, they work upon the HTTP and HTTPS. Okay, now when it comes to this Android application, I found out it is actually going in a HTTP. So you might know if it is going in a HTTP, we can actually try to capture the traffic. And since it is using the weak encryption key, if I can decrypt it, I actually decrypted it. It's MD5 hash. So if I can decrypt it, I'll be getting a user password there. So I reported it. I got some thousands of dollars of bounty on that. So again, I'm telling you why. Try to apply these concepts on an application level. Now the authentication part. So I'll be giving a short example on it. When you try to log in into any application, it's try to it tries to give you login sessions and cookies, right? So your application server accepts you as an authorized user. Okay. So if I take any session, session hijacking vulnerability here, after logging into that particular application, if I copy all the cookies on it, if I copy the cookies and try to inject it after logging out, okay, so still I might be able to access the application because of improper access control. That is, your cookies are not expiring. That comes to authentication level vulnerability, okay, which is also very much critical. But since it is in a web application, it treated as a very low level vulnerability. But it's in an Android, it is treated as a major one of the major security part. Okay, so when it comes to a geo tagging, you might be wondering, sir, no, what is geo tagging and all, right? So let me show you a short example for this. So here I have two options, whether I might be injecting any URL, I'm sorry, any URL, or else I might choose a file here, right? Let me take any file, that is stop. Okay, and XF, let's take this particular image, on it. Now, I hope you this particular thing is visible to you. So you might tell, sir, what exactly you are showing to me. Okay. So what I'm telling is, do note this website, that is accept.regex.info. Okay. And what you can do is right now, when you are sitting in your home, try to take a selfie or else try to capture any photograph. Okay. Now try to upload that photograph in that particular website. Okay. After uploading it, try to check out what all information that you can see from your photograph. Now this might be possible and this might not be possible with the few devices. Okay, now let's consider that I have taken this picture from my mobile. So what is exactly showing is it is giving me the location. This is called geo tagging, guys. Now how it is helpful? Let's say I'm doing some forensic activity and I'm trying to analyze the what do you call some I'm doing some CBI investigation. I'm trying to analyze some thief or else some any other criminal who is actually use this mobile and he captured few photos. Okay, now I have those photos digitally. I can access it, metadata of it. It's called a geotagging, where you can actually see where the photo has been captured and what is the last location when the criminal has captured the photo. Okay, now I can't go further about it. Okay, but this might be very much helpful. Now do make sure when you are leaking your photos in a social media or somewhere else platforms, and this might not it should not happen that you are leaking your geolocation. Okay, so let me come again. So application whitelisting. So this is from your network level, guys. Okay, when what people think is you're getting a free Wi-Fi. What people think is, chalo, we can use it. But I can't suggest it, or else I don't suggest it, because when you are connected to a network, let's take a worst case scenario that you are using any web application which is working on a HTTP protocol. So when you try to do any login kind of activity or update or else some payment kind of activity, when you're booking your bus tickets or airport tickets from anywhere, so okay, trust me, the airport's websites will be secure. But when you use any third-party application, they might not be secure, right? But let's take a chance. If it is a HTTP again, your whole credentials will be leaked. Okay, now you might ask, sir, password will be hashed, right? It can be encrypted, right? No, guys. When it's going to a HTTP, your plain text username and your plain password will be revealed there. Okay, so this is proven. So I suggest you don't use freely available Wi-Fi and all. If at all you are using it, take care of a few preventions for it. You have some Samsung security Wi-Fi. If you use it, it will try to make sure it'll analyze what are the secure websites and all. Okay, so when it comes to that's what I'm telling you here. Don't trust any ghost networks. They'll be making a same username with the different Wi-Fi's. Okay, they'll be hosting a hotspot and they'll be giving a Wi-Fi ID as a airport Wi-Fi or bus station Wi-Fi and all. Okay, now again, your mobile application will be having a threats from mobile that is application based, that I spoke, that is app, and web based threats and network based threats. So today we are seeing about the application base of threats. So let me take you to the demonstration part. So the main tools that I'm using is Kali Linux as my attacker operating system. Okay. Now to make now usage of Kali Linux here is to make some malicious application file so that I can inject into a victim's mobile here. Okay. So and the second part is I should be having my emulator, right? That is Android. Let me open it. So yeah, meanwhile we'll do one thing. Okay, let's restart our virtual emulator. Just a second. So I'll tell you why we got that error. So it actually works upon DHCP, guys, a dynamic host, protocol, because that's gonna assign a different IP address for me. So when two operating systems are running parallelly, it becomes difficult to what IP address to assign what. Now it's gonna start. Just wait a minute. So let me open this and promote. See this? It got open here. So let's just wait. So I'm gonna use MSF Venom to give MSF Venom -P for payload, that is Android interpreter reverse TCP that I'm using here. Okay, let me check out the IP. 105 is my local address, so let me change it. And this might be some demo. This looks fine. So let me prepare APK file, which is actually a malicious file. Okay, I'm actually trying to gather the traffic from the Android device here. Okay, when it got installed and opened there. Okay, so and the second point, let me see, phone has opened. I don't use pretty much this mobile. Let me check if I have any malicious apps. Let me remove it. Okay, I don't. Yep, I have a malicious one. Uninstall it. Okay. So yeah, this looks fine. Okay. Now what I'm gonna do is let me go to my desktop and do what? Host a simple HTTP server here. Okay. Python -n, that is on port number 8000. Okay, it went fine. Now open your Google Chrome in the Android device. Now guys, I'm again telling you, this is when you have a physical access to a victim device. Okay. 105. So let me check demo.apk. Yes, I just wanted to download demo.apk anyway. Open it. So let's try to install it. Okay. Anyways, it got downloaded. Okay, just a second. Close this and open the emulator again. Guys, since this is an emulator, it takes a lot of RAM. So please be patient with it. Okay. Okay, let's do one thing. Meanwhile, if you have any questions, you can ask me. So only a demo part is pending here right now. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna connect. Try to access this. Try to download the demo.apk. So let me rename it demo new. Okay. So download it. Done. Open it. Try to install. Yeah, install anyway. Okay, done. Send and done. So guys, as you can see, there'll be one app that is installed main activity in your system. And let me do one activity here. Now MSF console. Okay, what I did is I made a malicious application file that can be actually installed in any Android device. Okay, I didn't give any particular architecture. Okay, now we're gonna use exploit module, exploit multi-handler. Okay, now set payload, that is Android forward slash interpreter slash rows TCP. So this is going to be my payload. And now let me check what all options that I have. Show options. Now set your hello host. Hello host is to reverse back your traffic and all, right? So 192.168.0.0.5. Now just run it. So it's gonna start listening on that particular IP that is reverting back to this IP on a particular port. Now as you can see, I just want to invoke this app here. Now carefully observe what all happening here. I'll be getting a session, that is interpreter session, on that particular device. Now you can see there is no app that is running in the background. Okay, guys, this is a V10 mobile, that is A50, Samsung A50 virtual emulator. Okay, so now let me see what is sys info. I'll be getting a device details. Okay, this is on a Android 9 Linux 4.4.157 on a Genymotion platform. Okay, now let me check netstat. Okay, let me take any help. So in help, you're gonna see what all actually what all commands that you can use, and what all activities that you can do. Okay, so I want to do this particular thing, that is app list out what all apps that have been listed out in the application. So these are all the packages names. That means I hope you know what is package. So whenever you try to make an application, you need a package, right? It's called a com dot any android dot package. So these are all the packages that, in the sense, the app names that have been installed in the Android device. So this is how application security. When the app is malicious, you might be getting hacked, or else if app has any vulnerability, you might get exploited. Okay, that might lead to a data leakage or anything else. Anything might happen. Okay, so any questions in this? Anyone? Peter sir, am I audible?
Yes, sir. You are audible.
So any questions? And if
Yes,
there are
sir.
no questions, I just want to transfer
Sir,
to. I just want to
one
introduce
question is
Vasan,
there.
so that you're gonna take. Yeah. Any. Yeah.
Sir, one question is there. How can we access pattern log if we don't know?
That's what I told. See, if you don't know the pattern logs, we have some brute force mechanism, so that it actually tries to multiple pattern forms, but it works, way back Android version, for the present version for sure. So you feel free, say, you can be secure with the advanced Android devices until unless it doesn't have any kernel level vulnerabilities. Okay, so that's it. Still any questions? So
No,
I
sir.
think
No, sir.
it's yeah, I think it's good to go with. And Vasant, I introduce you to take the next part. Okay. And thank you
Thank
guys.
you, sir.
Thanks for being patient. So
Let me snap my screen. It starts. My screen is visible.
not yet, Vasant. Not yet.
No, sir.
No, 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 not yet.
Yes, sir. So, my screen. So now,
Let me check. No.
it's,
Guys, please be patient. Just for 2 minutes. Single Siri, yeah, applicable, but Siri, that's what I'm telling you. See, if it, Android still accepts this kind of malicious applications to install, as long as it allows, then it is possible to do. Okay, and don't worry, in the advanced Android device, it's not possible. Okay, yeah.
sir, I have shared, but my screen is not visible.
Wasn't try to share your screen? It's getting
Yes,
delayed.
sir. I'm sharing my screen, sir, but
Yeah,
does
yeah,
it?
yeah, yeah.
Yes, sir, I'm sharing. Why my screen is not visible? Patrick, sir? Yeah, now my screen is visible.
Yes, it's visible.
Let's
Yeah,
talk
carry
about
on.
L3 now.
It's visible. Yeah, carry on.
Yes, sir.
Bhagwan, something. Can you please? There's a question, sir, that can we install payload without user's permission in Android devices?
It's a remote. It's a remote administration tool. Let me check it up. There is a tool. We can use it to gain access on any Android smartphone. In easy words, it's a RAT, remote administration tool. Yeah, you can download it from here. There are a lot of options. GPS logging, new contacts, SMS logs. Let me do inline. SMS. Okay, let's send it. Clear. Now starting Apache. Check whether it's running or not. It's inactive. Let's start with Apache. Let's start up. Now open the L3 manager. Just login. Yes, successfully login. Check our IP. Let's build APK. And 106, I think. Yeah, let's build. Wait for it. It's done, I think. Setting payloads. Let's create an APK. Let's download title as it's there. Just need to add that HTML folder. Yeah. Let me check with IP. L3 APK. That's working. Let's copy. Send it to my phone. Yeah. Now I'm installing the wonderful app. Let's download it. Okay. Install. Yeah, I give some permission for that. Just refresh. Yeah, my device is connected. Let's check it. Call logs. Yeah, successfully penetrated my phone. You can see my call logs, contact. Here's my contacts and our permissions. These are the permissions from my phone. Installed apps. And these are my installed apps. Let's check another device. Yeah. Downloads. Nothing. File Explorer. Yeah, you can see WhatsApp message from here. You're also encrypted. You can decrypt and see this. What is this? Yeah, that's all. Using L3 mode, we can make Android APK, and you can give it to anyone. That's also. So that's all.
Vasant, are you done?
Yes, sir. Done.
Yeah, Peter said it's
Sir,
done. Yeah,
sir, can I show another tool?
yeah, you can go. Yeah.
Yeah. It's Stormbreaker. Yeah. Let's go to tools. So, yes. access webcam for one. Mobile cam. I'll just pick the links up. No one doesn't touch with yeah, image received. Let's check the images captured. Welcome. Yes. Setting. Yeah, it's access or webcam. Yeah, it's capturing photos. From this tool, we can think few things about this tool. Yeah, we can access webcam, microphone, voice, password grabber, grid location, everything from this tool. And you can get it from GitHub. Tool breaker, GitHub. Don't harm anyone. You can get it from GitHub. Yes, sir, that's all.
Peter sir, can we leave? Hello. Vasant, are you done?
Yes, sir, done, sir. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Done, right? I'm actually leaving. I have some work. Okay. Thanks for.
Yes, sir, sir.
Thanks for.
Thank
Yeah.
you,
Thanks for being
everybody.
patient.
Thank you, everybody. We hope to see you again next time. Thank you, audience. Please
Yeah.
like, subscribe, and share to our YouTube channel, as well as share this video to your friends if they really want to know how Android hacking is possibly done. And Vasant and Bhagwan, thank you very much.